It's never too late to start pursuing your goals or your dreams. I get asked this quite a lot. Is it too late for me? I feel old now. I can't do what I really wanted to do with my life, or it's too late to start. Once I heard this saying, and I live by this saying, and that's if you have an inner voice, this inner calling in your mind to go and do something, to change career, to do a hobby, whatever, then do it. Call it the universe, call it the God, call it whatever you want to call it. But if you have that nagging voice inside there, it's for a reason. It's the universe nudging you out to make that change. And here's a true story of when I was selling on the road for over, nearly 20 years. And I was selling water filters and purifiers out the back of my own car, commission only. So if I didn't sell, I didn't eat. So that was the challenge that I wanted at that time. And I also sold solar for several years as well, commission only. And I always remember when I was driving around, I'd get this nagging thought, this nagging feeling that I was meant to share my knowledge with others. Share my knowledge of the power of the mind and the power of personal belief with other people. And it was really strange. It was a really weird feeling because these thoughts would just come out of nowhere. It was like if someone was talking to me, which was my higher intuition, God, whatever, was talking to me, nudging me, tapping me on my shoulder. And I always remember even doing a presentation one time, and I had this feeling, and I was standing behind myself, watching myself do this presentation. It was really bizarre. And I was like, whoa. It was like meta, watching myself doing the thing. It was bizarre. But I was later to learn that was my higher self saying to me, you've done your dash. You've had your experience. Now it's time for you to move on and teach others. And that's a true story. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about, that it's never too late to start your dream, to start your goal. You see, many people I know think that they are too old or that it's too late for them. It's too late to follow their purpose, and they think they've missed the boat. But I'm here to tell you, you haven't. It doesn't matter your age. I'm serious. It doesn't matter your age. You might see a lot of younger people doing what you want to do. So what? That's their journey in life. They may change that themselves. Some person you see is earning good money as a lawyer, a politician, or engineer, whatever. They may hate their job. You'll be surprised at how many do. Pays well, but I hate it. Well, what a life. That sucks. And I'm here to tell you that it's never too late to start following your dreams, because it's just a false belief in your mind that you're following, that it's something that you're telling yourself. It's not true. And there are countless stories of people in their 60s, 70s, or even 80s who knew that they should be doing something, and they're now doing it. Colonel Sanders didn't have his breakthrough until he was 65. So he drove around America for a decade with his recipe, believing in himself when no one else did. He was rejected time and time again. I had a similar feeling selling purifiers, but it's a different story. Wish I had the recipe for the chicken, but I didn't. So can you imagine doing this yourself, driving across the country you live in for 10 years and being rejected? Most people wouldn't last 2 months, even a year, and go, okay, obviously that's a sign from the universe. I'm not meant to be doing this. But he didn't. He carried on. So he had that commitment, and he knew what he wanted to do, and he didn't let his age take over his mind. He just carried on doing what he wanted to do, and it had worked. And that's the first hurdle you've got to overcome, and that's your thinking. It's to get out of that mindset that you're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes, or that it's not possible for you. It's that internal resistance and all that battle that you constantly have in your mind that you're not good enough, because you are. I don't care if you're 80, you're good enough. I actually watched on YouTube the other day a guy that started his own YouTube channel at 80. His son-in-law told him to do it, and he put it off, and now he's doing it, and he's doing very well. See, it's never too late. In fact, if you were to follow your calling now, or at an older age or more mature age, you've got more experience. So people look up to you more. They look up to you more about doing something than they do a 16-year-old kid with a spotty face. It's just the way it is. You may have something in your mind where you're thinking now, wow, I've always wanted to write a book, start my own podcast, travel overseas, or learn a new skill. Well, if you're middle-aged or older, you're wiser. You've seen a lot more. You can walk the walk because you've talked the talk. You've done everything. And the reality is that we're all living longer. Over 100 years ago, the average age expectancy was 67 for a man and 74 for a woman, average age. Now, the expectancy at birth for those born in 2024 is estimated to be 90 for men, 92 for women. That's a 20-year difference, and it's just getting longer. And with the advent of new technology like the internet, you can learn anything you want. You can take on any online course from around the world at the kitchen table. You can learn anything on YouTube. There's so much information out there. You've got no reason not to do what you want. You see, your life is like a book divided into chapters. Some chapters are exciting, some are a grind, and others have major catastrophes, and some are boring. And this can be a lot like your life story as well. Well, maybe you want to start a new chapter, but you don't know where the next chapter, what it's about. And so you keep rereading the one you're currently on. You're stagnant, you're stuck. Well, here's the greatest thing about your life. You can just stop and start writing another chapter at any time you want. You don't have to know where the next chapter is going. In fact, you will never know where the next chapter is going. Even the authors themselves, I know, don't know where the next chapter is going. They play it by ear. Sure, they know that the book's going to be written on a certain topic, but they add things as they go along, and certain things pop into their mind at the right time. You see, many people want to know everything before they make the first move, and this keeps them from stuck in spinning wheels. But that's not how life works. See, most people want to see things happen before they believe. They want to see it, the evidence, hard facts. But it's the other way around. Just make the first step and see what life happens. See what happens in your life. That's the way life works. I mean, when you drive across a country, you don't know exactly what's going to happen. You just know the destination. You don't know on a day-to-day basis whether you're going to get a flat tire, bump into someone you know, have a car accident. It doesn't matter. But that doesn't stop you from reaching your destination. And for some people, it's quick, and for others, it takes a little longer. That's the same thing that goes for your life as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you know someone who may benefit from watching this, then please share this video. Also, please like and subscribe because it helps me out a ton. And if you'd like a free copy of my Magical Mind Secrets, please click on the description and the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Talk soon.